And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WSL Grand Final. What a season it has been. It's all led up to this moment. It's great to see both teams walk out. Big crowd in the facility. The Andinas and the Wolves walking out with their little mascots. It's great to see. The Andinas and the Cockburn Wolves been great all season. Coaches for either side, we've got Rob Midgelak for the Andinas, and for the Wolves we've got head coach Jose Galindo along with assistant today Umbi. As we shake hands, we'll just get the team list up in a second. For the Andinas, we've got number 1, Noi Picau. Number 20, Camila Cristianini. Number 3, Gina Camila Jimenez. Number 6, Mayu Hayashi. Number 7, Luana Asenzo Capello. Number 8, Emma Ilias. Number 11, Canena Diaz. Number 12, Mariana Merilo. Number 18, Silva Barriar. Number 22, Taylor Reid. And for the Cockburn Wolves, we've got number 1, Amelia Caceres, who is sitting on the bench, but she was injured herself in that semi-final, so big call-up for youngster. Number 11, Caitlin Nolan. Number 10, Mariana Tabane. Number 3, Brooke Burdett. Number 4, Claudia Heinzel. Number 6, Renan Ferrido. Number 7, Theodora Joy Moithius. Number 12, Daniela Santich. Number 19, Jess Byrne. Number 27, Sophie Ranieri. And number 44, Georgia Corley. Big matchup on the hands, ladies and gentlemen. The semi-finals, just to refresh our memory, got a 4-0 victory. The Cockburn Wolves over South Perth Alliance. Massive performance from them, with South Perth taking out the minor premiership. But then Cockburn Wolves, they just came out firing, and South Perth were a bit undermanned, but that didn't stop them. They still had to get the win on the evening, and that's what they did. And for the Andinas, a little bit of a difficult one in that second v third matchup. They beat the Western Devils 2-1 on the evening. Western Devils came knocking at the end of that contest, but how good were the Andinas? They defended that fifth man with ease, and they scored 2 goals, and the Western Devils just couldn't get a result in the end of that match. So here we are, the Women's Supa-Liga final. Referees today, we have on the far end Gabriele, and on the close side we have Ton Gladovic. They're going to be refereeing both of our men's grand finals. As we can see them come on the screen now. So, and there we are, underway. The Andinas with Reid. Played it wide, Hayashi. Loose touch, it's all right, early stages. Big silverware on the line tonight. Big crowd in for this one. Definitely want an awesome contest. And don't forget, in the contest after, we've got the West Coast Cobras coming up against Cambio Cumbre, which will be electric. Thanks for tuning in. We've got 35 people watching, but let's try and get that number up. This is an opportunity for the Wolves. Well defended, Ilias takes on Burdett. Across to Hayashi, but well read there by Moithius. Resets play. Heinzel, chip ball down to Burdett. Special shout out to most of these Cockburn Wolves players. They did get the victory last night in the Women's Supa-Liga B Grand Final. The likes of Burdett, Heinzel, all a part of that squad that beat the West Coast Cobras 4-0, I believe. And now they're back at the biggest stage in the grand final. of the Women's Supa-Liga A. Absolutely electric. This contest is going to be packed house. Expecting more to ooze in throughout the evening. Ilias into Reed. There's the first chance. Just over the bar. And don't forget, we've just got our first score prediction in the chat. Don't forget to put in your score predictions. GK Midi 2-2. I'd love to what you'd think would happen in extra time, because obviously if we finish in a draw, we'll go to golden goal. Extra time, 2 minutes either side, and if you score, you win. But if it remains goalless, we will be heading to a penalty shootout, but there's still plenty more minutes of futsal remaining. Just keeping you up to the know. Burdett, here comes Reed. Well defended. Heinzel. Played inside. Good footwork there. Collected by Hukau. Now Reed gets past one, goes for the through ball. Down for Hayashi. Just couldn't connect with her. As we hear chants coming from the junior mascots in the crowd. Love to see it. Also to mention the head-to-head record between the two teams. All square at the moment. In round 9, the Wolves managed to get ahead of the Andinas. 5-4 on the evening. In round 10, it was a 2-2 draw. And then the most recent encounter, 2-1 to the Andinas in round 17. So we'll see what happens tonight. Obviously, Andinas getting the most recent win, but in a grand final, with their pressure, the big crowd, it's the little things that matter. It could be a spectacular moment, a 1-0 that wins you the grand final, but we'll wait and see. It's all those 1%ers, as we like to say. Just would like to commemorate both of these sides. Andinas, they have a strong core. They've had a lot of newcomers into the league playing their first season for the Supa-Liga. You'd have to say, though, if one of them does have a poor night, the Wolves would capitalise. And for the Cockburn Wolves, they've got a very young squad. You do have to mention for them, they have a massive squad, that so many changing players, and they haven't qualified for finals, and there's a few big misses for them, like Alyssa Van Hertz and Gemma Crane. And they only scraped in, the Cockburn Wolves, over the West Coast Cobras by 2 points. But they got the job done against South Perth in the semi-final, and they've deserved to be here, no doubt. The likes of Amelia Caceres in goal got them here to the grand final. Obviously, she'll be a big miss tonight, injured, but she was monumental in that semi-final. Also, the captain of the side, Jess Byrne, reliable fixer. Have a look. She's on the bench. She didn't play the semi-final, so we'll see if she has any part to play tonight. As we see some more score predictions coming in. Got a Wolves 3-1, Andinos 3-2, Wolves 3-2. Could be anyone's contest. It's hard to call at this stage. Second v fourth on the ladder. It's just an absolute pleasure to be here and to be able to witness this level of futsal on display. And yes, it is. I saw that comment. It is no doubt to mention. We all saw Amelia Caceres get injured in that game, but she stayed on. She stayed on, and then she managed to save that penalty with a broken toe. That's just incredible to hear. Obviously, we see her on crutches on the bench. Not great to see, but still, her efforts got them to the grand final, and now the likes of Mohan in goal will see how she goes this evening, if the pressure gets to her, or if she stands up and shows the Cockburn Wolves that she's another young gem. But no doubt we have to talk about the other goalkeeper and the other side in Andinas this season, Noi Pacau. She has been amazing to watch. Obviously, I've only just started commentating later into the season, and watching her for the Andinas, incredible. Definitely one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Also got Emilia Ilias, who was fundamental in that semi-final win. 17 goal contributions throughout the season in 19 appearances. Absolutely love to see it. As Heinzel tried to skip past Ilias there. Couldn't do so on that occasion. Moithius, tell you what, Pacau, she's on it tonight. What a save. Have to mention both big squads for either side tonight, making use of that big bench. $11 on either side. So we'll see who is going to be the difference maker in this one. Will it be Moithius for the Wolves? Will it be Burdett for the Wolves? Or could the likes of Ilias, even Reed for the Andinas, be the ones to see their team over the line? As we see Heinzel check out for Ferrito. Toe poke shot there. Pacau happily collects. Reed. Just feel the atmosphere's building, and here comes Ilias. Plays wide. Look for the cutback. Went for the chip instead. Emma Ilias, she'd done all the hard work. Played it out wide for the likes of Jimenez. All she had to do was lay it back to Ilias, and it would have been 1-0. Very unfortunate on that occasion. Played wide. Burdett, now Ferrito inside. Believe that's Santich. No, sorry, Melero. Packed house tonight. One goal and this stadium's going to erupt. Ilias, well intercepted. Melero resets to Ferrito. But now intercepted by Reed. Now Ferrito gets one back at her. But Reed, she's a strong player. Got to mention Reed. She's a solid introduction into this Andinas squad, previously being a part of the Cobras in the Supa-Liga. Ilias, inside ball, Reed. As we see Asensio check on. Ilias goes for the shot. Well deflected by the likes of Burdett. Goes into nice grasps of Mohan. Ferrito. Can't get past Hayashi. Now, slowly building the Cockburn Wolves. Burdett, Melero, Hayashi now. Across to Asensio, and that pass just wasn't enough on it. As we see Reed check out for Dietz. Now, on the ball, the Wolves, comes inside, plays wide, Burnett! Brilliant run by Mariana Tabane, got past one, played Burdett. Burdett just couldn't find the back of the net there. Ferrito to Burdett. Back to Ferrito. How this first half has just flown by, already 12 minutes in. As we see Burdett check out for Sophie Rene. To Bain. Sorry, Rene rather. Ferrito. Switches play to Bain. Back to Ferrito. Ball down the line. Cagey affair so far in this first half. Both sides just looking for an opportunity. Andinas probably have come the closest. With that chance squandered by Jimenez. Could have just looked for the cutback, but unfortunate. She decided to go for the shot, and we're tied at 0-0. Played wide. Wolves still in possession though. Good press here by Hayashi, but Ferrito, excellent footwork, and she gets out of trouble playing to Bain. To Bain plays inside. Finding Rene. Good footwork, still in possession, no foul called. Here's the opportunity. Wow, wow, wow. No Pacau. She says no. Big save. 0-0. No Pacau. Can you believe what we're witnessing? One of the best keepers, if not the best keeper in the league. But the Wolves, it's got to be the best chance of the match so far. Ferrito. And to Rene, comes inside. To Bain, gets past one, gets past two, goes for the shot. Well blocked by Ilias. She's not going to fall for those dummies. Pacau collects, goes wide, Ilias. Good presser here, but collected well by the Andinas. Played wide, but Ferrito intercepts. It's a 2v1 if they can use it well. Ilias reads it. She skips past one on the break. Goes for the toe poke. Mohan says no. Mohan saves. What a bit of futsal that was, end to end. Hayashi's shot just squandered. Mohan rolls it out. Regain possession. No foul called. Asensio on the ball. Ferrito. Good pressure there by Asensio. She's applying the pressure. No foul called. She does well. Out for a goal kick. Mohan rolls it out. Wolves reload again. You can see Ilias sort of adopting, playing in that Y formation. Look to double team the target. Here we go. Here's the opportunity. Pacau. Great save. Wolves reload again. Pass squandered. Fluff their lines a little bit there. 50 people watching on the live stream. Come on. By the end of the night, I want us at 100, maybe even more. Witnessing the best futsal in WA at the women's level, and here's an opportunity. Heavy touch by Rene. That was an opportunity, well played by the likes of, Santich. She slipped through Rene, but Rene just couldn't find that first touch and shot to challenge Pacau. Ferrito, again they go, the Wolves. Well dispossessed by Reed. She goes for the shot. Mohan, very happy to collect. Santich plays back to Ferrito. across the play to Bain. Back to Farido. Ball down the line, but Hayashi sees that one out of touch. To Bain. Play wide. Wolves are dominating possession, but as we saw last week, the Andinas like to sit off, pick their moments, press as a unit, and then work on the counter-attack. Ilias plays wide, ball down the line. Happy for Mohan to collect. Bit of a slip, but that's all right, just keeping your opponents on their toes. To Bain. Down the line, Santich. Just runs out of room. Now, Andinas have a spell of possession. Ball down the line, Jimenez. Back to Ilias. Ilias doing well. They're demanding the ball, but the ball just runs out of touch. As now we see the likes of Crawley check on for a first minute, as the Andinas fans are going crazy on the sidelines. We love to see it. Building a atmosphere, try to create Subiaco futsal like a fortress, make the Wolves scared, but so far, I don't even know how I'm saying this, but there's 90 seconds left. That half has just flown by. Picau goes long. Such a top quality futsal on display. We're all invested in the time. You know what they say, time goes by when you're having fun. Ilias down to Reed, does well. Squares play across. Try to find the likes of Melero. Just couldn't connect with her. Ball down the line. Out of touch. No one would dare leave their seats now. Another 20 minutes of action to go in this grand final as a minimum. Just a reminder, like I said at the start of the game, as Reed, good physicality, squares the ball. Unlucky for Maria Melero. Reed did exceptionally well. Good physicality on display there. Just couldn't find the back post run. So we're in stop clock territory now. 45 seconds left on the clock. Picau rolls out for Jimenez. Jimenez plays across. Good physicality by the two. Foul is called there for the Andinas. Crawley just a bit too physical. Bit of confusion. It is in Andina's ball. Back to Ilias. Toe poke. Farido sees it out of play. Reed. Ilias. Chip over the top. Good physicality. Here's Reed. No foul called. Reed. How threatening she is looking in these opening minutes. Sorry, opening half. She's been incredible. But still 0-0 on the clock. Crawley goes long. Good touch to Bain, but just runs out of real estate. Now, played across, Ilias. Looking for a target. 4 seconds left on the clock. Maybe just try and get a shot off, but that will see us for the first half of action. Don't go anywhere. This is building up to be a spectacular finale. We'll see you just after this halftime break. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of this WSL Grand Final. The biggest prize in women's futsal on the line in WA. What a first half we saw. It was almost like a chess match. End to end, openings, bit of possession. It was great to watch. Very, very great to watch. Now that we've seen a whole half of action, maybe try put in the comments. What's your score prediction now? As there was an opportunity. Still, Moithius resets play to Bain out wide. Heinzel to Moithius. Out to Tabane. As we said in the first half, Andinas are happy to just sit. We saw it last week when the Western Devils dominated possession, but the Andinas, they're lethal on the counter-attack and a solid defensive unit. Ilias looked for the run of Asensio, but Mohan collects. Tabane, excellent run there, still going. Ilias collects, but Tabane dispossesses her. Reid comes in for the double team. Excellent defensive work there by the two. Look for the double team. Moithius still on the ball. Now Heinzel now back with Moithius to Burdett. Goes wide. Heinzel. Plays down the line. Good flick around the corner, but Heinzel never going on the end to that. Ilias down the line. Asensio got on possession. Sees it just out of play. Ilias inside to Hayashi. Now Moithius goes wide. Heinzel down the line. Burdett switches play back to Moithius. Now Burdett back to Moithius. Wow, Burdett came from nowhere there, but Reid did well, but that pass just goes out of touch. To Bain, to Heinzel. Switch of play, Ilias intercepts. Moithius, if she can find it. There was an opportunity there just to play it across. Look for the run of Burdett to the back post. Is that ball there to Heinzel? Eaching, looked like it was going to find that back post, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Here comes Senzio, good physicality between her and Tabane. She decides to reset to Burdett. Goes long, Ilias. Defensive work rate by these Andina ladies, second to none. Ball just goes astray and Mohan will restart play for the Cockburn Wolves. Long for Moithius. Switch of play, and that was an opportunity for the Wolves. Burdett's first touch just let her down. She just cushioned the ball there. She could have just had a one-on-one with Pacau. But to be fair, Pacau has been in a rich vein of form recently. Now, back in possession with the Wolves. Moithius! Reid strong on the ball. Sees that one cleared, but that touch lets her down, but she does well. Out to Hayashi. It's a 2v1, but that pass, she just fluffed her lines a little bit, and here comes Tabane. Gets past one. Hayashi, excellent defensive work rate. She came back from the mistake and went back to cover, but now here comes Ilias. Skips past one, goes for the square, and it just shaves the bar. Brilliant there from Ilias as we watch a replay. She skipped past one-on-one with Mohan. Just had to get that one on target, but just narrowly missed the right-hand goal post. Asensio outright. Hayashi switches play. Ilias skips past Burdett. Still on the ball. And that one goes out of play. Now Burdett goes for the switch, looking for Tabane. Couldn't connect with her. As we see, Hines will check out for Ferrito. Ilias. What a win for either of these sides. It's Andina's first Women's Supa-Liga A Grand Final for the Cockburn Wolves. It's their first time in this competition, and winning it on debut would be instrumental. Played wide to Burdett, cuts inside, goes for the dummy. Ferrito was on that wide flank. Just couldn't find her. Ball down the line, Ilias. Now Hayashi. Well defended, and now Wolves back on the ball. Tabane slips the ball through. Ferrito, excellent footwork. Hayashi, good physicality with Moithius. Now comes Reed. Switches play to Ilias. Ball down the line. Here's an opportunity. Just goes out of touch. Burdett. Switch of play. Not good enough there. Good press there by the Wolves. Now they're back on the ball. Burdett to Bain. Inside Ferrito. Good physicality between the two, and Ferrito resets to Moithius. Inside. Well read there by Asensio. And just like that, we're into the final 10 minutes. Heading into the final 10 minutes of this game. Don't know how it's just flying by this quickly, but you have to soak it all up before it's gone. Burdett. Out to Ferrito. Back to Burdett. Switches play, Moithius. Across Ferrito. To Tabane. Getting pressed well by Ilias. Across Burdett. And that one goes out of play. Ilias on the ball. Good flick around the corner. Well read by Tabane. Ilias resets play. Got to mention the two captains for the sides today. Moithius went for the shot, but just wide. We've got Noi Picau for the Andinas and Maria Tabane for the Wolves, both captains of their teams. They've been sensational so far this first half and edging into this halfway point of the second. Let's see what happens in these final 10 minutes. If we get it sent to extra time, I don't know if all you on the audience could handle that, or I could handle that, but that would be stressful. Golden goal extra time, but that's still in 10 minutes time. Let's worry about now. Ilias. Just getting pressed here by Renee. Chip ball down the line, looking for Asensio. Couldn't find her. As the Andinas chance come out, Reed's on the attack. Can't get past the double team of Burdett and Crawley. Now here comes Renee. Keeps it in play. Skips past one. Brings it inside. Switches across. Crawley, Ferrito. Ilias. Wide to Reed. Back to Ilias. Rennie pressing well. And now Crawley collects. And here comes Asensio. Double push. Nothing called by the referees. Not sure about that decision. But good physicality shown there by the three of them. And now Noi Pacau has earned herself a yellow card. I think for just not sure what that was for. Ilias. Into Asensio. Good physicality shown there. Burdett. Cross to Ferrito. Inside, Crawley. Well cleared there. Ferrito across. Skips past Reed, but Reed does well. But there came Rennie out of nowhere. Good physicality shown. Looks for the cutback, but Ilias again. Hits a body between herself and the ball. Make sure nothing progressed from that. Ferrito. Crawley. Goes for this long-range effort. Pacau never looked like challenging her. Easily saved, and that pass by Hayashi. Sloppy in possession. Chip over the top, Rennie. Floppy touch, and advantage called here for the Andinas. Reed and Ilias, they're really pulling the strings here for the Andinas. Have to get them further up the pitch, into the Wolves' half, get them having shots on target. More counter-attacking opportunities. So now Crawley. Comes inside, but again, Andinas, their defence holds strong, and here comes Ilias. 3v3, but she tripped on the ball. And now here's an opportunity for Rito. Goes for the shot, but Pacau. Safe hands. Ilias goes wide, but again, a sloppy pass. Lets the Andinas down. And the likes of Melero can get on the end of that pass. Ferrito and cross. But back to Ferrito. Across to Crawley. 6 minutes left on the clock. Burdett. Now asking for some more options, and that nearly bounced into that back post. What a day of futsal action it has been, ladies and gentlemen. I've hoped you've joined us, but hold on a second, Crawley. Pacau, safe hands again. So saying what a day of futsal it has been. Grand final after grand final after grand final. Ever since 1240, starting with the under-15s, and now here we are with the women's and the men's. It's been a great display of futsal and showing the best of the best at each age group. It's been a pleasure to be able to witness and commentate a part of it. As we see Jaden Ashmore put in the timeout. Timeout card for the Andinas. Ferrito into Burdett. To Crawley. Back to Burdett. Skips past one, but does well. So here for the 5 metre call for the Andinas as that one goes out of play, and we will have an ad break. We'll be back with the team cam. So we'll see you just after this timeout. Back, and as we restart play here with Pacau. Out to Reed. Now Hayashi switches play. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. We'll see if anyone can get a goal as here comes Tabane. Goes for the toe poke, Pacau! No! Well done there by Noi Pacau. Denies Cockburn Wolves to get that advantage. That one's out of play. So we have a rolling foul against the Andinas. Now, restarts play. Ilias comes inside, and here Tabane is released. There's an opportunity for the cutback, but she goes for the shot. The run of Rene and Heinzel was coming in at that back post. She could have squared it, but just unfortunate in doing so. Ran out of room, and that shot went wide. There's a restart play here. Rene to Tabane, back to Rene. They're building in these last stages, the Wolves. And here comes Tabane. Got the ball. Referee says no foul. Play on. Well defended there by the Andinas. Rene, Tabane, that shot just goes astray. Pacau goes long, and here's an opportunity, but Ferrito did enough to see that one out of touch. Now, back with Hayashi. Well read there, Bo. Rene, here's an opportunity. She keeps going, goes for the shot, but maybe just a bit too wide, and Hayashi came across, made sure that the shot was not at 100%, and it just went out of play. There's now Hayashi. No fouls called. Good physicality shown by both teams all throughout this match. Tabane, Pacau again. She's leading her team on her shoulders. Noi Pacau saving anything that comes within reach. The Andinas haven't really tested the youngster in Mohan all that much, but Still plenty of time left. 1 minute 45 seconds in stop clock territory. As now we have a timeout for the Cockburn Wolves. We'll be back with you just after this team cam. Welcome back, 1 minute 40 left on the clock. See what was conjured up in those team talks. What a game we've witnessed. 0-0 is the score, but the quality of futsal on display by these women is elite, showing why they deserve to be here. And it looks like we're headed to extra time. First extra time of the day, in fact. All the grand finals we've experienced. No extra time, but the first one for the women looks like it's going to go there as we see Santich on the court. See that one out of touch. Ball from Ilias comes inside. And now Wolves are on the counter, but that one just gets past Farido. Reed to Ilias. Reed. It's dispossessed by Tabane. Now, back with Reed. Gets past one, but now Heinzel comes in for support and she's happy to reset with Hayashi. Heinzel. Ball over the top. Now to Picau. Comes inside, looking for Reed, just couldn't connect with her. Mohan, just a bit of a clumsy moment there. Should have been an easy take, but now it goes out for a corner ball. Can the Andinas get a last minute winner? I couldn't believe it if it happened. I tell you what. We all just, our hearts stopped there for a moment. But the call for the kick-in has been called back. Now, Asensio brings it inside, but Farido sees that one out of play. Reed, Ilias, asking for a foul. Still going Ilias. Clean futsal there. Burdett. Wide to Tabane. To Burdett over the top. And it looks like we're headed to extra time, ladies and gentlemen, in what has been the biggest season of futsal in WA for quite some time. Especially for the women. Big competition this season. New team entries. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to golden goal. 2 minutes per half. As we hear over the loudspeaker in the hall, 2 minutes of stop clock, 2 halves. And if you score, that's it. You win. Golden goal. We'll be back just after these team talks. And welcome back. I'll just clarify things. 2 minutes of 2 halves of stop clock. If you score, you win. If you score, you are the women's Supa-Liga champions for the summer seasons. In the biggest season of women's futsal we've seen for quite some time. Cockburn Wolves and the Andinas, they've been the best of the best, but now we will truly see what cream rises to the top. And now, Ferrito, back to Burdett. One little mistake could cost you the championship. This is where the 1%ers count. Who will come out on top? Or will we go to a penalty shootout? Ilias out to Reed. Ball down the line for Hayashi. Skips past one, but that one goes out of play. Mohan collects. Out to Tabane. You'd have to say if it did go to a penalty shootout, the likes of Nguyen Pikau, you'd have to say she would be the stronger keeper in this instance. Caitlin Mohan, she is very, very good keeper, but very inexperienced. Only one of a handful of her games in the A division, this one. And it is a grand final. Maybe the pressure would get to her, but you'd have to wait and see. And you know Pikau just loves those big moments if it went to a penalty shootout. She would love it. Ilias couldn't get past Santich. To Ilias, skips past one, still going, keeps it in play, but that one just goes wide. Here comes Mariana Tabane, cuts inside, slides through Ferrito. Could this be the opportunity? Cut back, Pikau, safe hands. Wide to Reed. Resets to Ilias. Back to Reed. 13 seconds of the first half left. Ilias still going, puts it in the danger area, but well done for Ferrito. And that will see us for the first half. We'll have a straight swap. We'll stay with you. Straight swap. 2 minutes remaining of this contest. Will we go to a penalty shootout? Wait and see. Is your heart pounding? Because mine truly is. 2 minutes left of this grand final. Some people are saying it's just a highlight of things to come, but if the men's game is anything like this later on, I don't know if I could commentate it. So, we will now see what the final 2 minutes of this game has in store. Ferrito. Back to Tabane. Across to Burdett. Into Moithius. Resets to Tabane. Burdett, Tabane, the pressure's coming. Foul is there by Hayashi. Just a bit too much on that one. Rolls it back to Ferrito. Inside to Tabane. Gets past one, gets past two. Out to Burdett, cuts inside, but Ilias does well and sees that out for a corner ball. Shot there, just got fluffed a little bit, and it comes out for an Andinas ball at the halfway mark. Wide to Reed, into Ilias. Minute 14 left. Ball down the line, looking for Asensio, couldn't find her. Burdett. What a game she's had so far. And here's Tabane as well. Chip ball down the line. Couldn't find anyone. And now here comes Tabane. Could this be the moment? Still in play. Well defended by Reed. Sees that one out of touch. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, but if it does go to penalty shootout, what are we saying, chat? Put in the description, in the live chat, what you think the score would be. But, as I said, here's an opportunity for Ferrito. Well defended by Asensio. It looked like Ferrito was through on goal, but Asensio came out of nowhere and denied her. It's Tabane. That one wasn't far away from challenging Pacau. As now, here come the Andinas. 25 seconds on the clock. Ilias goes for the toe poke, wins herself a corner ball. Now, to Asensio, looks for the ball back to Ilias, but just sloppy in possession. Tabane. Out wide. Burdett comes inside, goes for the shot. Pacau collects. 10 seconds. It's going to a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it. Let's see your score predictions in the chat for the penalty shootout. What a finale we have in store. There goes the full-time whistle. And a penalty shootout is on the cards. Best of 5 format. We all know the rules as the teams come in for a quick talk. As we see the captains come in for the coin toss, Chesburn and Noi Pacau. I did say earlier on that Mariana Tabane was captain. She was on the court, but of course, Chesburn, she's been out for some time. She is the captain of this Wolves senior team and goes in for the toss. We'll see what's in store It's going to be on the west end of the court. And Nui Pikau, she's just walked past the commentary booth, and I'm telling you what, you wouldn't put it past her to save all 5 pens. She is locked in the zone, and a big opportunity for her. But also, Caitlin Mohan, her first opportunity in the senior team with some real belief behind her, with Caitlin Caceres, the first choice, being injured. We'll see if Caitlin can step up to the moment and win her club their first ever Women's Supa-Liga title. And I'm going to stand up. I would not want to be one of these players. The nerves must be off the charts. As we see the coaches from either side shaking hands. Rob Michalak with Umbi and Jose Galindo. And also Jaden Ashmore, assistant on the pitch. As just standing behind the Wolves staff. Caceres on her crutches on the bench as well. As we hear boos for Caitlin Tabane, sorry, and here's an opportunity. Nails it into the bottom corner. Nothing Pikau could have done with that one. Solid finish by Mariana Tabane. And now steps up Emia Elias, vice captain of her senior team. Big opportunity for her to tie things at 1-1 in the shootout. Emma Elias, little trickery, goes for the toe poke. What about that? What about that from Emma Elias? The audacity to do that in a grand final. Unbelievable. Little bit of trickery, then the toe poke into the bottom corner. Absolutely lovely. And now next up for the Cockburn Wolves, we have Sophie Rene. Boos from the Andinas crowd. Big opportunity for her. Pikau looks ready. She goes for the shot, and that's an excellent finish by Sophie Rene. Nothing Pikau could have done about that one. And now Wolves take the lead 2-1. And now steps up for the Andinas, Mayu Hayashi, to level things for the Andinas. Calls from the crowd as we try and get the ball on the spot. And now Hayashi takes her time. Maybe a little bit nervous. I know I would be. Hayashi. Whoa. Mayu Hayashi goes top corner. It looked like Caitlin Mohan had saved it, but just deflected into that top left-hand corner. And now it's all squared at 2-2. And next up is Brooke Burdett. Can she score? Yes, she does. Hook out. Just caught in two minds with that one. And Brooke Burdett seizes the opportunity to take the lead, 3-2. Now stepping up from the Andinas, Luana Asensio Capello. Big opportunity for her. Can she score? She does. Well taken penalty. Right hand corner. Very well taken. And now for the Cockburn Wolves, Theodora Moithius. She's been exceptional all season. And now on the biggest stage, at the biggest time in her senior career so far, can she give Cockburn Wolves the lead in the penalty shootout to go 4-3 up? No one's missed so far. Ball just doing a little bit of rolling off the dot, keeping the crowd quiet. Theodora Moithius, big opportunity for her. She takes the shot. Pikau guessed the right way, just couldn't get a touch on it, and good shot there by Moithius. We're back at 4-3 for the Wolves. High fives from her teammates. Well taken penalty. And now we have got Taylor Reid. What a season she's had. Can she do her best and get it in the back of the net? Yes, she does! Off the post, cool, calm and collected. Taylor Reid. And she's restored the margin to 4-4. What more will this game produce? It's had everything. And now for the Cockburn Wolves. We've got Georgia Crawley to restore Cockburn Wolves' advantage. And it is well taken penalty off the bar. And a big moment here for the Andinas in the likes of number 3, Gina Camila Jimenez. Biggest moment for her in her career. If she misses, the Andinas will go down, but if she wins, if she scores, we'll go to a sudden death penalty shootout like action. She takes it, well taken penalty into the roof of the net. And now, here we are, shootout style penalty. If you miss and the other team scores, you win. It's 5-all. And next up for the Wolves, we've got Claudia Heinzel. There's a hush. Goes across the arena. She takes the shot. Well saved again. Picau moved too early and she just had to get it on target and it went in the net. And now the Andinas, Maria Melero, to equal standings. Caitlin Mohan, wouldn't want to be her in this occasion, but high risk, high reward. You saved this penalty. You saved this penalty. You win the championship, and she's done it. And she's done it, and she celebrates with her counterpart. Caitlin Mohan is the hero for the Cockburn Wolves. Can you believe it? The storyline is incredible. We have to shout out the likes of Caceres. She was out with injury for the grand final. Caitlin Mohan stepped up. She kept a clean sheet all throughout the game. And then when her team needed her most, she makes the save. And now she has that experience. Wow, what a performance from the Cockburn Wolves. What a match we've just experienced. Don't forget, the next game we've got the West Coast Cobras up against Cumbia Cumbria, and you can't go anywhere. If it's anything by this women's grand final standards, we're in for a treat. As all the fans, all the teammates shake hands. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you for the next. Wow, guys, I just need to take a deep breath. What a game that was, end to end. You guys finally came out on top through the penalty shootouts. I just would like to have a word on how you think your season went, and then also let's just have a little bit of a talk about that game.
Yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good season. We've got a really young squad, but during the season we were able to gel really closely, and I think we showed on the court that we could be clinical in the final areas and be really tight defensively. So we're happy with the win, and good season overall.
Oh, look, I'm just so happy for the team. The girls have worked so hard this season. Like Mariana said, we do have a young squad, but there's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of heart. We played with focus and intensity throughout the season, and it all just came together at the right time. So happy for them.
You had a big crowd today. Good to see the juniors come down. Good to see a big contingent of the Cockburn Wolves supporters. Obviously, you've got a lot of good youth coming through, and you've won the B division for women's and now the A division. How's the future looking like for your club?
I think the future at Wolves is looking really bright. Like you said, we've got really young players, but their knowledge of the game is growing thanks to Jose and Umbi and all the staff. So I think the future's looking really good, and hopefully we can continue this throughout the years to come.
Look, I'm really excited with what's coming through at the club. We've got some fantastic people, not just on the court, but also off the court. Like Mariana mentioned, we've got some great coaching staff. We've got some great fans, wonderful volunteers and family. And for me, it's not just a team, this is a club. And that's why it was so great to see so many people come down and support us today. So.
And just last one for you, Jose. Obviously, your first starting choice keeper, Caceres, got injured in the semi-final. And just a word on Caitlin Mohan stepping up in that moment and delivering you guys that title.
Look, we've been blessed to have two wonderful keepers. We have to remember they are both born in 2008, so they're both 16 or thereabouts. They've stepped up at all levels of competition for us. I've been blessed to have two. Like with Amalia, her performance last week in the semi-final was absolutely legendary. For me, that will go down as an absolutely legendary performance. And then to save a penalty with a broken toe, and to actually break her toe in another place to save the penalty, right? What a story that is. But with Caitlin there as well as a wonderful, I won't say a backup, they're both fantastic keepers. We're blessed. At the club, we are truly blessed to have so much talent coming through.
Well done, guys. Congratulations. What a win. Congratulations again for all that you guys have done as a club, and we'll see you hopefully next season. Thank you.